Welcome ESL to week 5 in the Next Gen Series as we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Ani Escola getting ready to do his qualifying laps. He was last week's winner and locked himself into the playoffs. Right now, we only have 3 drivers locked in. Odion Muldoon, he has 2 wins. He's locked in. Ani locked himself in last week. And Sebastian, will we have a 4th driver lock themselves in? As Ani gets ready to do his first lap around. The track is pretty warm, 119 degrees, sunny skies, the air temp is 80. Who's gonna have the fastest qualifying lap? We will see. Right now it's Ani on top of the board. Axel Raven third, Axel Raven second, Noble third. We'll see if this holds. As he comes out of turn 4. And it's Ani Escola on the pole. And that's his second pole of the season. Thomas Noble second. Axel Raven third. Justin Reside fourth. Evan Ethel fifth. That's all Northern Lights 2 through 5. Eric Belmont 6th. Odeon 7th. Tazzy Blackwell 8th. E. Weezy 9th. And Justice Blackwell rounds out your top 10. Can Escola make it back to back? We are about to find out. I'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back, getting ready to get week 5 underway. As we got in the front row, Ani Escola, Thomas Noble. Second row, Axel Raven, Justin Resides. Third row, Evan Ethel, Eric Belmont. fourth row, Odeon, Muldoon, Tazzy, Blackwell, and in the fifth row, E. Weezy and Justice Blackwell. Four out of the five cars in the top five are Northern Lights. So they came straight out the holler with some hot rods for qualifying. Who will have the long run speed, though? That is the question, especially when the track is a little warm. This first stage is 80 laps. We should have one green flag stop in the first stage. The other two stages are much shorter. Unless we get a caution, then we might not have a green flag stop in the first stage. It all depends on how the race plays out. As the pace car ducks onto pit road. And the green flag waves, and we are underway at Charlotte. As they cross the stripe, Noble and Ani were almost side by side that whole time. Now Noble goes to the inside. Ani's way high up on the track. But he's using that high groove to his advantage. He has not given up that spot. As you'll see drivers try to hire the low side. Especially in this track, you can't do it. They're still side by side crossing the line. And Ani in the lead. Justice Blackwell, he moves up to 6. He hasn't had a great season to start, but early on in this race, he is doing well, up 4 positions. He has Axel Raven to his inside. As he's trying to get by his teammate Tazzy Blackwell. As I want to wish Justice Blackwell all the help possible, as he had an incident during the week, a health scare. So I hope he's doing well and in good spirits. Odeon in 7th, E. Weezy in 8th. As drivers are battling for position. Justin B-side down 5 spots to 10th. Eric Belmont in 9th. There's Ricky in 13th, up 3 positions. Tyler Commander currently in 20th. Last season's champion, Britain, in 15th, down 5 spots. As Sebastian just goes by both of them, him and Gonzalez. As we check on your leader, Ani has pulled away a 2.5 lead over Noble. But Noble doing well in 2nd. Then you have Evan Ethel in 3rd, and then Axel Raven in 4th, followed by Justice Blackwell. There's Eric Belmont trying to stay in the top 10. He's right behind Weezy. Looks to go to the inside there. There's Odian and Tazzy. This is for 6. There's Cordell Walker, Zach Holdorf, Andrew Green. Holdorf is extremely loose. There's Aaron Kozak in 31st, up 2 spots. Lotus Lee is back there with David Leathers, Stefan Forge. It's tough when you don't qualify well. You don't qualify well, then you have to deal with a bunch of traffic, a bunch of dirty air. You have to catch some breaks to be able to get at least to the mid-pack. But we have still a long way to go in this one. There's Ani almost a 2-second lead over Evan Ethel. That's Thomas Noble. He moves down to 3rd, so he might be losing a little pace. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Your biggest mover right now is Robert Cron, and a caution comes out. The caution is out. Not sure. And it looks like that's the number 40. And it is. That's Mitchell O'Brien against the wall. Cordell Walker's right behind him. They're side by side, and they just make contact. They were side by side. They just get together. Let's ride on board. Actually, let's ride in the chopper cam, see if we can get a better angle. Well, 40 seems to be going up the track slightly. Then they make contact there. Let's ride on board. Man, he rides against the wall. Unfortunate for Mitchell O'Brien. We had one car go on pit road. That was, well, Tyler Commander's on pit road. Now a bunch of cars are on pit road. Why not? If you're towards the end. The 91 has some damage. Maybe he got caught up. The 406 has damage as well. They probably couldn't escape what happened. They must have made contact somewhere. As Leathers is on pit road. Merle McGuire, why not bring these cars in? Lotus Lee, Stefan Forge, make some adjustments. We'll see if we can make it to the end of the stage. Can these drivers make it to the end of the stage here on fuel? That would definitely change a lot of things in this race. I mean, this is actually a pretty smart move because, you know, if the other drivers can't make it to the end of the stage on fuel, these drivers will be able to make it, and they'll gain a ton of position. So this would be a very great move if this works out the way they are hoping. Right now, your top 10 is Escola the leader, Ethel second, Noble third, Raven fourth, Blackwell fifth, Tazzy Blackwell sixth, Muldoon seventh, Reside eighth, Easy ninth, and Belmont 10th. You know, the track is a little warmer, so it's a little slick. Less grip, so you'll see some cars might ride up the track sometimes when they start losing that grip on the tires. Right now we have 36 cars on the lead lap. Peyton Hill a lap down. Tyler Commander 2 laps down. Cordell Walker 3 laps down. Mitchell O'Brien 3 laps down. So Peyton Hill would be your lucky dog when the next caution comes out. And we still have Walker on pit road, Commanders on pit road, and Hill. All those 3 cars are still on pit road as we get the 1 to go. We'll see what Ethel can do on the outside here. But Ani did well on the start of the race. He had a good jump and he fought off Noble there for the lead. Can he do it again? Clean air is everything. Once you get that clean air, your car will handle so much better. Looking at about 70 laps on fuel. So this caution will help, but can you still make it to the end? You might be just short. Probably might have to pit right before the end of the stage. We'll see how it goes. If we get another caution, they might be fine, but if we don't, it's going to be close as the pace car goes onto pit road. And the green flag waves, and we are underway. What can Ethel do in the outside? Can he try to battle for the lead here? Ooh, as Reside touches that wall, he got a little loose coming out turn 2. Makes contact with the wall. And Evan Ethel takes the lead. And Ani is in second. Axel Raven third. And Thomas Noble fourth. Can Ani regain the lead? There's Reside. He is in 11th. I'm not sure how hard he hit that wall. As you can see, he rides up the track just a little bit. You see E. Weezy, Justice Blackwell, Brogan. He's in the top 10, up 5 positions. Starting to see cars get very loose. It's just going to get worse the deeper we get into this run. There's Thomas Noble Right behind him, Eric Belmont. There's Ani and Axel Raven battling for second, but Ani holds on. This is for fourth. There's Odeon in seventh. A little further back, we were almost 3 wide there. There's Doug Britton in 19th. Right behind him is Randy Pierce and William Thompson. Cordell Walker is currently 40th, 9 laps down. There's Robert Cron, Gonzalez, Sebastian, Marco Swift, Trey Smith. Everyone trying to battle for position. Oh, and the 83 almost got sideways. He was drifting around turn 4. Extremely loose. Look at him. You can see him drift as he goes around the turn. So tire wear is going to start coming into play as we have a battle for the lead. And Ani takes the lead right back away from Ethel. And he is back on the point. Now can he pull away? As Tazzy Blackwell's trying to take third from Noble. And she moved up to third here. And she does. You see Noble getting loose out of turn 4. Now Belmont is trying to take advantage of that. And he's trying to move up. And he gets by Noble. So Noble lost 2 spots there in that lap. Weezy's right behind him. And then it's Odeon in 7th. Robert Cron. He's trying to battle here with Reside. This is for 11th. There's Randy Pierce in 17th. Trying to battle last season's champion, Britain. So heavy traffic down here. As we just have battles all over the place. There's not most of the field is single file. And those drivers that pitted during that last caution there, Merle McGuire up 19 positions, currently in 21st. He got those fresher tires. He's taking advantage of it. I mean, those drivers had nothing to lose. Just put a fresh set, make some adjustments, and see what you can make happen. It's a long race. We'll see if he can keep climbing. There's Dougie Zoom up 17 positions. As he's side by side with Merle. Merle's in the inside. But Merle is definitely flying. As he gets very close to that 10. He just wants those drivers, those cars to move out the way. He is much faster than they are. He stays right behind Gonzalez, so he's got no choice. Luis Gonzalez to move out the way. We'll keep an eye on him as we check on the lead. And here he goes, Ani again with Evan Ethel. Evan Ethel almost hits the wall. And they're going to be side by side going around 3 and 4. There was a little wiggle there by the 73. He lost a little momentum there. And now it's Ethel back in the lead. They go back and forth. But not too far behind is the 128 of Tazzy Blackwell. She is in third. And Eric Belmont on the move as well. He is in fourth. And then it's Thomas Noble. He has lost 3 spots down to fifth. There's Dougie Zoom climbing up 21 positions in 18th. Merrill is in 23rd. Up 17, make that 16 as he battles with Pierce. Ooh, he is very loose. A lot of cars are slipping and sliding. It is a very warm track. Trey Smith is your biggest mover. Well, he's one of your biggest movers because Dougie Zoom has moved up a ton of spots as well. There's Axel, Raven, Brogan, Ricky, E. Weezy, all battling for a position in the top 10. Axel Raven down 6 spots. We're starting to get deep into this run. What driver's going to have consistent laps here as tire wear is going to be big here, especially towards the later part of the run. Look at E. Weezy almost go sideways. There's Reside in the inside of the 299. Trying to get himself back into that top 10. And he does. There's Robert Cron up 9 positions in 13th. Marco Swift up 14 positions, having a good run today. Evan Ethel has pulled away from Ani. 1 second lead. Eventually the leader's going to have to deal with some traffic. How much traffic? We don't know. We'll see. We're about halfway through this stage. This is a very long stage here. It's going to come down to who can manage their tires the best and who could work their way through the field. Let's enjoy the sights and sounds of Charlotte Motor Speedway for a few laps. looks like Randy Pierce had an issue. Now he's coming out of pit road, but he was there for a while. He lost 4 laps. Tazzy Blackwell got by Ani, and now they're battling for second once again. They're side by side going around turn 2. Tyler Commander on pit road. He was involved in some incident early on. You can see all the damage on the right side of that car. Evan Ethel in the lead. Mitchell O'Brien is 3 laps down, currently in 37th. Ani back to second. Tazzy in third. Eric Belmont in fourth. Axel Raven in fifth. Brogan in sixth. Thomas Noble in seventh. Ricky Bobby eighth. Odeon ninth. And Justin Reside rounds out your top 10. We have 33 cars on the lead lap. And Peyton Hill will be your lucky dog, but he is 2 laps down. But that's only if the leader doesn't lap anyone else. And he is starting to get close to some traffic here. So he's going to lap other cars here before the end of this stage. And can these drivers make it to the end of the stage on fuel? Evan Ethel currently 14th in the points. And he's in that gray area as far as making the playoffs. And he could be on the bubble here, so he wants to definitely have a good run today. We'll see how he handles this traffic that's up ahead. As he's going to put, I think that's Jaden Swift. He puts him a lap down. Now he's going to try to put Demora a lap down. As he gets loose coming out of 4. Swift might have another shot here to get his lap back. And once again, we have a battle for second. That's what we did for a second there. Thomas Noble and Ricky for 7th. As we check on Dougie Zoom, up 24 positions, trying to make it 25. He was one of those cars that pitted on lap 14. Here he is in 14th. He took advantage of that pit stop for sure. As he continues to mow them down one by one. We're getting close. Not too close yet to the end of the stage. About another 28 laps or so. Justin Reside in 9th. Tazzy and Ani, they touch. The 73 touches Swift. Man, that was almost a disaster. This is what starts to happen here when you have extremely worn tires. You start riding up the track, you lose so much grip. And if you get a little too aggressive, you can make a big mistake. Luckily for Ani, he was able to save it. Ethel with a 1.5-second lead. Still trying to get through this traffic. He's got Carissa in front of him and Ty Bird. He's going to try to put them a lap down. There's Odeon, Thomas Noble. This is for 9th. Tazzy and Belmont. This is for 3rd. Belmont gets by Tazzy. Tazzy's coming back on the outside. They got Swift in front of them. A ton of traffic. And Ani has gotten by Evan Ethel. Evan Ethel got stuck behind some traffic. There's Ani. He's got 2 cars in between him and Ethel. Ani took advantage of that traffic and now is back in the lead. Ethel's in 2nd by about a second, but now he got Tazzy he needs to worry about in 3rd. She might try to make a pass here. Ethel goes to the inside of the 40. Finally gets by O'Brien. Now he's going to try to get by Demora here. As Ani still has a 1-second lead. He's got more traffic up ahead. These drivers have enough to make it to the end of the stage, because that could flip the race around if they can't. Evan Ethel drops down to 4th. He is not doing well in this traffic. He has gone from the lead to 4th here. He is very loose as well. These tires are 60 laps old. I'm sure everyone is ready for a fresh set of tires. As we check on Zoom, up 20 positions, currently in 12th. He's 2 positions away from the top 10. That call to pit during that caution was a big call for the team to make, and it has paid off. Weezy's in 13th, and then it's Robert Cron. Marco Swift in 17th. William Thompson in 19th. There's Amelia LaFrance in 21st, one of those drivers that pitted. As well as Merle. I mean, they still took advantage and gained some spots here. Lotus Lee in 25th. There's Tanner Parton currently in 14th. As we have a battle for the lead. Two teammates, Ani and Eric. Tazzy's not too far behind. As this stage is winding down. But the big question is, are we going to get green flag stops before the end of the stage? It'll be 14 laps to go next time by. With Eric Belmont in second. Ani is the leader, dealing with the traffic there. But he finally got by. Now he has David Leathers in front. He's going to try to put David Leathers a lap down. Leathers just has to hang in there for a few more laps. He needs to hope that these drivers pit. If they pit, it's definitely going to change things regardless either way. Because they're going to gain so many spots here. Ani's to the almost to the bumper of the 111. Carissa almost makes contact there with Eric Belmont. Almost puts him in the wall. There's Reside in 6. Robert Cron, E-Weezy, this is for 14th. Cron up 8 positions, having a decent run so far. Evan Ethel in 3rd. He was able to gain another spot as we have a battle for the lead once again. And now Ethel comes in, Ani comes in, so they cannot make it to the end. This is definitely going to change some things here because there's some drivers that pitted on lap 14, so those drivers are going to benefit here. We'll see how this plays out. Right now, Eric Belmont is your leader. We'll have 10 laps to go to the end of the stage next time by. And here comes Eric Belmont. Axel Raven, Tazzy, they all come in. Now Brogan is your leader. Ani's out of the pits. They're going to be on these fresh tires. They're going to be blazing fast here. Brogan's still your leader. And now Brogan comes onto pit road. Dougie Zoom might be your leader before the end of this stage. And right now he is your leader. He should be able to make it to the end of this stage. And if he does, he's going to get a stage win. There's going to be some big points. There's Doug Britton on pit road, Brogan, Robert Cron. What a call by the 54 team to bring that car in. Now your top 5 is Dougie Zoom, Amelia LaFrance, Merle McGuire, Lotus Lee, Chris Andrews, and in 6 is David Leathers. Now we only have 9 cars on the lead lap. Dougie Zoom is your leader. You're going to see these cars just fly right by Zoom because Zoom is on very old tires. Evan Ethel is just trying to get by Zoom here. Zoom is slowing him down. Zach Holdorf on pit road. 6 laps to go. Dougie Zoom wants to win this stage. Regardless if he has to pit after, at least you win the stage and get a lot of points. As we have 5 laps to go. Dougie Zoom is currently 34th in the points, so this will be a big boost for him. Obviously, he has to finish the race well. But stage points are important. That's 10 points for winning the stage, and plus you get a playoff point if you make the playoffs. There's Tazzy. She's looking to get by. There's Amelia LaFrance in 2nd. There's Merle in 3rd. Chris Andrews in 4th. Lotus Lee in 5th. All these drivers are going to get some stage points if they stay out. David Leathers in 6th. Ani currently in 7th. Belmont 8th. Ethel 9th. Raven rounds out your top 10 currently. Can Zoom stay out a few more laps? 2 laps to go. Zoom is on the high groove. So that is a sign he's not coming in this time around. As they come out of turn 4. Last lap of stage 1. Zoom just wants to win this stage at all costs. They are in the backstretches. He's still in a high groove, so he looks like he is not coming in onto pit road. As he comes out of turn 4. Dougie Zoom wins stage 1. That pit strategy worked out flawlessly for the 54 team. They'll probably most likely pit here, but they accomplished what they had to. That was a great stage one. I don't think you want to stay out here. You got to get a fresh set of tires. What will everyone else do? Do they decide to come in? I mean, we only have 14 cars on the lead lap. I think they come in, but we'll see. And here comes Zoom on to pit road. And that is the right call. You got to come in, get a fresh set of tires, top off on fuel. And here comes Amelie LaFrance. So all those drivers that stayed out, this is the right call here to make. This is going to put Ani back in the lead. But this is the right call for all these drivers. Evan Ethel comes onto pit road. Justin Veside as well. Ethel has damage. Oh, he has damage to the right side of that car. That is why he is on pit road. So he made contact with someone at one point. So he needs some type of repairs. Reside is on pit road as well. He has some damage, but he's kind of like in and out. He didn't stay too long. They just put a fresh set of tires. As well as Reside. We have 25 cars on the lead lap. Andrew Green will be your lucky dog when the next caution comes out, if he is in 26th place. And Ani is back to the lead. Those cars in front of him are going to pit or get waiver rounds. This pit road is extremely busy. Thomas Noble on pit road. He is a lap down, as well as Britain. Gonzalez is on pit road. Thompson. Andrew Green. Justice Blackwell pitted as well. He is currently 15th. Now it's showing we have 20 cars on the lead lap. So all those cars are going to get a waiver round. We get the one to go. Some of those cars that pitted were already a lap down, so it wasn't going to matter if they stayed out or not. they were still going to be a lap down because during the pit stop, when everyone started pitting, some of those cars lost a lap and weren't able to get their lap back, so they were already a lap down when the caution came out. It's Lost City Racing in the front row. You have Tazzy and Axel Raven in that second row. As we get ready for stage 2. The green flag waves and we are underway. End of stage 2 is lap 124. A much shorter stage. And David Leathers looked like he tapped the wall. As we continue to battle for the lead here. Belmont, Ani, Raven's there, Tazzy's there. Axel Raven looked to split them both for a second. Now Robert Cron is on pit road. He must have an issue. He goes right through. Not sure what's going on with the 95. It's possible he got a penalty. So that looks like a drive-through. There's Tazzy in 5th. Rogan, he picks up a spot, trying to move up to 3rd, and he does. Dougie Zoom is there. Dougie Zoom up 32 positions, currently in 7th. There's Merle McGuire in the top 10, up 30 spots. These guys have flipped their races around. Lotus Lee, currently 13th. All these drivers managed to just turn their day around. Sometimes you need to catch those breaks, make the right calls. Dougie Zoom trying to get by Raven here on the outside. You see Ricky trying to block them both. He gets by Raven up to 6. Can he continue to climb the ladder? Then we got Reside, Ethel, Amelia LaFrance. He almost touches the 2 there. It looks like Ethel hit the wall again. Tyler Commander on pit road. He's been having issues all day. There's David Leathers in 13th. As we check on your leader, Ani, it's still Lost City 1 and 2. Ani and Eric. And then it's Tazzy in 3rd. Ani was so fast last week. Same this week. The track is at 110. 5-mile-an-hour winds. There's Tazzy in fourth. In third. Then back here, everyone's still trying to battle for position here. We got Chris Andrews in 11th. David Leathers is there, Lotus Lee, Amelia LaFrance. They battle there for 15th. Now it's Ethel and Leaside. That was for 8th. Not too far behind them is Merle McGuire into the top 10. It's much different when you're towards the front of the field. You don't have to deal with all that traffic and all that mayhem. That really slows your car down. All that dirty air you have to deal with. It's a much different race in front of the field. There's David Leathers in 11th. Right behind him, Amelia LaFrance. Right now, your lucky dog would be Robert Cron. He seems to be off the pace a little. We'll see if he heads back to pit road. He is currently 20th. Axel Raven and Ricky battling for 5th. Now, that is Stefan Forge. Not sure what's going on with that car. Hard to see if there's any damage there, but he is on pit road. Now Eric Belmont takes the lead away from the 73. It looks like that was a scheduled stop for Forge. I mean, drivers can make it to the end from here. So it's possible crew chiefs are saying, hey, let's just pit now and see whatever happens later. Let's go through your top 10. And a caution comes out. And it looks like the 99. But I'm not sure. And that is the 99. And Doug Britton. Doug Britton spins around. Let's go from the chopper man here. Kozak on the outside. He comes down into the 84. And the 84 had no choice right there. If we slow it down, he's very high. He's trying not to hit the wall, Kozak, and comes just down and hits the 84. The 84 puts him into the wall. And Britton just goes for a ride. Ty Bird got a little bit of that as well, as everyone is on pit road. Well, most of the leaders are on pit road. Everyone, we'll see if everyone else decides to stay out. We'll see. This is going to be interesting here. Well, this is going to be a race out of pit road, and Ani comes out second. Brogan beats him to the line. Belmont third. Got Dougie Zoom fourth. Tazi Blackwell fifth. Merle McGuire sixth. Raven seventh. Ricky eighth. Justin Reside ninth. Amelia LaFrance rounds out your top 10. Also, Ani did. Also, Brogan didn't beat him at the line because Ani's back at the point. Now everyone else that was a lap down is going to come on to pit road because you got to get fuel to make it to the end. You really don't have a choice. Might as well just do it now. I mean, we still have about 22 laps to the end of the stage. I mean, you could have pitted there as well. We have 67 laps to go. And right now, Robert Cron got the lucky dog. So we got 20 cars on the lead lap. And Brogan had a good pit stop up to second. We should get the one to go here. It's going to be a race for stage points here. Now, when the next caution comes out, whoever is in 21st will be the lucky dog. And right now, Doug Britton is 21st. So he would be the lucky dog if he ends up in the 21st position. It's been a wild ride today. We still got 66 more laps to go. Will a new driver punch his ticket into the playoffs? Brogan wants to be the third DOG car to get into the playoffs. Odion and Sebastian, his teammates, are already locked in. I think the most we've had from a team get into the playoffs, maybe 4. Not 100% on that. I think the Brew Crew did it a few seasons ago. So they were on fire that season. The pace car goes on to pit road. Who will get the great jump here? The green flag waves. It looked like the 73 spun his tires a little bit on that restart. Now Brogan's on the outside. Everybody's on fresh tires, so they can be a little extra aggressive here. Dougie Zoom moves into third. Man, he's been having such a great race. Now he's down to 4th or 5th. It looked like he had third there, but we continue to have a battle for the lead. Brogan in the outside. Here comes Tazzy. She almost tried to sneak her way through in the inside. Now she's trying to go to the outside to make a pass. And she gets behind Ani, and she's in third. Can Ani regain the lead back? He's going to jump to the inside here. Now he goes to the outside, trying to find the right lane. But he seems a little extra loose here. There's Evan Ethel currently in 10th, trying to battle Raven there for 9th. Reside and zoom, but this is for 5th. Reside having a pretty good day today. He needs a good run. Not trying to see where he's at in the standings. He is currently 33rd, so he definitely needs a good run today. He's in the top 5. If he can hold this will be good for him. Easy in 12th. Trying to get by Ethel. There is Merle in 8th, up 32 positions. Merle also needs a good day today. Well, he's actually 17th in points, but that's like bubble status right now. It's Justice Blackwell trying to get himself into the top 10. What a move. Moves up to 8th. He flew off turn 4. He's going to pick up another spot here. He moves up to 7th. He picked up 3 positions there on that turn. Brogan leads the way by half a second over Eric Belmont. We got 13 laps to go to the end of stage 2. Weezy. Axel Raven just goes by him. Now it's Merle and Raven. They continue to battle here. We got Evan Ethel there as well. And Trey Smith is there. He's up to 18 spots, having a pretty good day himself. There's Odion, David Feathers, and Amelia LaFrance. Doug Britton still is your lucky dog. He's still in 21st. If he can hold on to that spot. Ty Bird is a little farther away and is dealing with traffic. He would have to get by Britain. Well, he's dealing with a lot right now. As Brogan crosses the line, 10 laps to go. 1 second lead. Everyone is mainly single file, besides towards the back of the pack, where it's pretty chaotic. Tazzy in third. Wow, Ani was very loose coming out of 4. Justin Leeside seems to be gaining a little ground on the 4th place car. Then you have Zoom in 6. He completely flipped his day around. And he has pace because once he got into that top 10, he hasn't lost many positions. It's a big difference when you're towards the front here. I've got a lot more clean air, not a lot of traffic you're dealing with. Your car will handle just so much better as he gets into the top 5. Can he take another spot here? It's going to be a good points day for the 54. As long as he can finish this race in the top 10. There's Evan Ethel and Justice Blackwell. Brogan, 1.3 seconds. Almost a second and a half over Belmont's. Now will drivers pit when the caution comes out? That'll be interesting. They don't have to because they can make it to the end on fuel. I mean, it's a little close, but I think they should be fine as long as they topped off. As we got 5 laps to go. Justice Blackwell and Evan Ethel. Ethel's trying to get by Blackwell here. Trying to pick up another spot. These are stage points they're racing for. Ethel to the inside this time. Can he make it stick? Moves. The 78 got very loose. The 38 almost got into his teammate. That definitely helped out Blackwell there. As we go back to your leader as he's rounding turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Brogan's trying to be the 3rd DOG car to get into the playoffs. But he has to do this for one more stage. One more to go. As he's out in the backstretch. Eric Belmont still in 2nd. Ani in 3rd. Marco Swift on pit road. As he comes out of 4. Brogan Spurall wins stage 2. Brogan wins that stage. Marco Swift on pit road. Now he's coming out of pit road, but they went onto pit road at a bad time. Your lucky dog was Doug Britton. Should be Doug Britton. That's your lucky dog. Now, do crew chiefs decide to come in and just get 4 fresh tires here? Do they have enough fuel as well? We're about to find out. They're hugging that line. And they're all coming in. They're saying, let's top off with fuel and let's get a 4 fresh set of tires. This is going to be a race out of pit road here. Who's going to be able to have a good pit stop here and take advantage? And that was in and out. Brogan was in and out. He makes contact with the 299. Not sure what's going on with Brogan right now. I don't know. I don't think he was able to get completely in his pit stall. Because everyone else is coming out of pit road. I don't think. I mean, unless they just put a little splash and go, man. They definitely didn't put tires. That's for sure. And it doesn't look like he's going back on pit road. We'll see here as we go around this final turn. I really don't know. Like, I don't think he put tires. His pit stop was 33 seconds. 10 seconds faster than Eric Belmont. The average pit stop was like 42 seconds. I don't know. This is definitely something to keep a close eye on here. They must have just splashed fuel and that was it. And they're going to risk it that way. But you got to have tires. I mean, there's still 42 laps to go. There's no way you can hold on to the lead. It's possible 2 tires. I mean, 10 seconds. I mean, that is a lot of time. We're going to find out here once we go back green. If he starts falling off very fast, then you know he did not put tires on. And if he put 2 tires on, I don't know. I prefer 4 tires always. I mean, that's just me. I know it's a little strategy involved as well. But everyone else, you know, has 4 fresh tires. And we've seen later on in the run what happens with that tire wear. So, I mean, it's a risky call. Will it pay off? We'll see. As we get the 1 to go here. I mean, we've had a little bit of everything in this race. Your top 10 right now, it's Brogan, Eric second, Dougie third, Tazzy fourth, Justice fifth, Ani sixth, Merrill seventh, Evan eighth, Ricky ninth, and Trey Smith having a great race. Rounds out your top 10. And we have 21 cars on the lead lap. Dougie was the the lucky dog, and he is back on the lead lap. I mean, Doug Britton, excuse me. Let's see what Brogan does here. And there's a chance that he can spin these tires on this restart as well, because he is on older tires. None of the top 5 drivers have won a race, so any of these drivers could lock themselves in. The green flag drops and stage 3 is underway here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And what a great jump for the 29. He quickly takes the lead from the 3. We have Tazzy battling Dougie Zoom there for 3rd. Justice is there, Ani as well. And that 3 is struggling. He definitely did not put tires on. And that could be a big mistake. As everyone is going by. We'll see how long he can hold on. Evan Ethel to the inside. He's going to make the pass. Brogan down to 5th after having the lead. Eric Belmont has pulled away, but Dougie Zoom in 2nd, up 37 positions. He's had one heck of a race. Can he catch up to Belmont? Because if he can and take the lead, that would be an insane race for him. There's the 73 of Ani trying to get by Justice here. Dougie zooming inside. Ani on the outside. We got 37 laps to go. There's Merle McGuire. He's trying to pick up a spot. David Others was on the outside, but not no more. Lotus Lee, Chris Andrews, Odeon. Odeon all the way down to 19th. Not sure what's going on with his car. Well, he has fallen back some. As Ani moves up to 3rd. Now is Justice Blackwell in 2nd. Can he reel in the 29? Right now, your lucky dog would be William Thompson. Whoever's in 22nd, if we get another caution, will be your lucky dog. Andrew Green is right behind him. And then it's Ty Bird. One second lead for Eric Belmont. Now, did all these cars put enough fuel to make it to the end as well? That is another thing we have to look out for. Justice still in 2nd. Then you have Ani in third. Dougie Zoom in fourth. There's Evan Ethel in fifth. He's had a solid day. Even with that damage on his car, he's still pretty fast in the top 5. Tazi Blackwell in 6th. Axel Raven 7th. Trey Smith 8th. Solid day for him, up 23 positions. Tanner Martin in 10th now, and Eweezy in 9th. Got Brogan in 11th. That strategy did not pay off for the 3. They took a gamble. I mean, sometimes you got to take a gamble. The 54 took one and it panned out. It didn't work out for the 3. There's David Leathers. He's going to get by Brogan. Robert Cron there in 12th. Decent day. Merle in 14th. And Reside rounds out your top 15. And now Eric Belmont. His lead has shrunk by a few tenths of a second, so they might be reeling him in. There's still plenty of laps there. Now you see Justice Blackwell with 29 laps to go. Plenty of time to reel him in. I mean, one thing is catching up to them, the other is making a pass. But Blackwell is there. He's going to look to the outside here. This is going to be a battle for the lead as they're on the backstretch. And he gets right behind the 29 of Eric Belmont. Now he bounces it to the outside. Man, he went too high there. A little too aggressive there in that in turn 4. Lost a little momentum. Now Blackwell's just a little loose there. He continues to go very high up on the track. And I don't think that's by design. Still a half-second lead. He is using that higher groove. Ani's about a second behind the leader. Then you have Zoom, he's about 2 seconds. And Tazzy, about 3 seconds. There is Belmont, about to be 25 laps to go. Robert Cron and Merle, this is for 13th. Merle jumps back to the outside here, trying to make something happen. Tazzy Blackwell and Axel Raven. As Raven gets by Tazzy here, moves up to 5th. So we check on Brogan all the way down to 12th. He was in control of this race, man. Tazzy and Axel. This is to get into the top 5. Almost makes contact with Raven there. Weezy's behind. Slow fuel versus the lights right here. It's these cars. Two of these cars are northern lights, two are low fuel. Now iRacing trying to get by Tazzy to move up to 7th. Right behind that is Tanner Parton in 9th. And David Leathers in the top 10, 10th. I think he needed a run like this as well. He is 38th in the points. So he desperately needed a run like this today. We'll see if he can get some momentum out of this moving forward. As we got 20 laps to go. And Justice is almost up to that 29. Last time he tried to make a pass and made a mistake, lost a bunch of ground. Can he figure out how to get by the 29? As Dougie Zoom is in 3rd, but he is 3 seconds away. So it is a 2-car race unless we get a caution here. Can Blackwell get by the 29? Both of these drivers are not locked into the playoffs. Justice Blackwell currently 19th in the points. Eric Belmont is 5th in the points. And the caution is out. The caution is out. And this changes everything. And it's Merle McGuire. Man. Him and Reside. Reside is going to go to the inside here. Try to make a pass. Oh, man. That's really tough to tell. That's really tough to tell whose fault is it. Merle's trying to go down. Maybe he didn't see the 78 there. Then they just make a little contact there. I don't think he saw the 78 there. Because he's trying to go down. And everyone's on pit road. So now things are very interesting. It's going to be a race out of pit road. All these drivers need to have a great pit stop here. Cannot have any mistakes here. Rick Belmont comes out first. Dougie Zoom comes out second. And Ricky stays out. As well as Odeon. Muldoon. I mean, there's going to be about 14 laps to go when the flag drops. But these guys got fresh tires on. And they're almost like 30 laps fresher. So, I mean, this could get very chaotic here. I mean, sometimes you got to take risks. I mean, there's been so many risks taken today. But right now, Ricky is your leader. He is currently 18th in the points. All these drivers want to win and lock themselves into the playoffs here. But we're going to have a shootout here to end week 5. Your top 10. Ricky, your leader. Odeon, second. Eric Belmont, third. Dougie Zoom, fourth. Justice Blackwell, fifth. Ani, sixth. Axel Raven, seventh. Evan Ethel, eighth. David Leathers, ninth. And Tanner Parton rounds out your top 10. And things are about to get wild here, as both cars in the front row decided to stay out on older tires. Everyone else pitted. Can they hold these guys off for about 13 laps? It's top 5 drivers, well, actually, besides Ani, 4 drivers in the top 5 are not locked into the playoffs. Can Odian get his 3rd win? He's got 2 already. As we get the 1 to go, he's going to be out on the outside. It's going to be 13 laps to go when the green flag waves. There's a lot of storylines here. Odeon wants to get his 3rd win. Dougie Zoom came from the back of the field, and here he is in 4th. There's a few drivers that are not locked in. A lot can happen here with 13 laps to go. I know these crew chiefs' anxiety must be on high. Everyone is on fresh tires besides the top 2, so they can be as aggressive as they want to be. And the green flag drops, and we are underway. So we got 13 laps to go to determine a winner. Odeon in the outside getting a little push from Zoom. Zoom is going to try to go into the inside of Odeon. It did not work. As Odeon leads this race, can he pull away here? Because so far, that's what he's doing. As another caution comes out. Man. Whoa, that's the number 6 of Thomas Noble. He takes a shot. He gets into it with Zach Holdorf, that looks like. And it is. And the number 6 goes for a ride. These two are coming right at your screen. Noble took a shot there. Zach Holdorf is on pit road. And Odion was pulling away. He had a good jump. Odion, now the top two drivers are drivers that are locked into the playoffs. Ani's looking for his second win. Odion looking for his third win. Then you have Ricky in third, Dougie fourth, and Eric fifth. As your lucky dog goes to Andrew Green. He is your lucky dog. And now we have 22 cars on the lead lap. This has been an exciting race for sure. Andrew Green not off to a great start. Currently 37th in the points, but he's back on the lead lap. Maybe he could gain a few positions here, as this restart is probably going to be chaotic, just like the last one. Drivers are going to get very aggressive, and the track continues to cool down to 99 degrees. I hope we just can race to the end. I do not want to finish under caution. Next week, we racing at Bristol. Some short track racing at night. Then we go to Darlington, Sonoma, Indianapolis to finish the regular season, and then we kick off the playoffs at Atlanta. So some very tough tracks up ahead. So for some of these drivers, this might be your only opportunity here to win, get in to the playoffs by a win if you're not strong at those other tracks. So there is a lot at stake here for a lot of these drivers and teams. Merle McGuire is back out on the track. As we get the one to go. When we go green, we will have 7 laps. If we get another caution, that would probably be the end of the race, and we'll probably finish under caution. So let's hope we stay green for 7 laps. There's only one car on pit road. And that is the 24 of Zach. So fasten your seatbelts. We might be in for a wild finish here. Odion is still on those older tires. Ani's on the fresher ones, as well as Dougie Zoom. Ricky is on the older tires. Ani is on the outside. We'll see what he can do there. We will have a good jump when that green flag drops. The green flag waves and we are underway. It is Ani with the slight lead on the outside. They're side by side in the backstretch. Now Ani in the lead. He has those fresher tires. Will he pull away here? He already has a half-second lead. Odion is going to slow some of these drivers down. But he's holding his own in second. Can he do something on older tires? Dougie Zoom has dropped down to 6. Everyone is fighting for position. Ricky Bobby down to 7th. Weezy almost gets into the 54. 54 very loose. Dougie Zoom down to 9th. Not the restart he wanted. Ani's still in the lead by a second. Evan Ethel moves to 2nd. Can he reel him in? But he don't have much time. 4 laps to go. He's got to make something happen and quick. Plus that car does have a little bit of damage. It's a second lead. He gained 2/10 there, but there's only 3 laps to go. There is Ethel, then it's Muldoon in 4th, Weezy in 5th, battling Justice Blackwell. Tazzy Blackwell is there as well. 2 laps to go, 1 second lead. Dougie Zoom down to 12th. Very bad restart for the 54. She goes around turns 3 and 4. The white flag waves last lap. About 9/10 of a second, but just not enough laps for the 38 to gain more ground. As Ani goes around turn 3 and 4. And the checkered flag waves. Ani Escola wins in week 5 at Charlotte Motor Speedway and goes back to back. In 2nd, Evan Ethel, Tazzy 3rd, Weezy 4th, Brogan 5th, Odion 6th, Justice Blackwell 7th, Trey Smith 8th, Tanner Parton 9th, and David Leathers rounds out your top 10. That is unofficial. And now we have 2 drivers with 2 wins. And that really puts the pressure on a lot of drivers to get in by points, because we only have 4 races to go. And there's less drivers that can get in by a win now, because these Ani and Odion have won 2 races. So they've taken away 2 spots from a driver that can get in by a win. So the pressure is on to get in by points. So these stage points are going to be magnified in the next 4 races. But congrats to Lost City Racing and Ani Escola going back to back as we head into week 6 and things start to get more crazy as all these drivers are going to be fighting for a few playoff spots. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I will see you guys next time.